Switzerland is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. It has towering mountains, delicious food, and thrilling outdoor activities, especially in winter. There are so many places to see and things to do that it can be tough to choose. That's why I've put together this list of the top 10 places you'll want to visit during your time in Switzerland. Let's get started. Number 10, Zermatt and the Matterhorn. Zermatt is a cozy little mountain village known for one main attraction, the Matterhorn. This sharp, pyramid-shaped mountain is one of the most photographed in the world because of its unique shape. Since cars aren't allowed in Zermatt, you'll get around by foot, bike, or electric taxi, which keeps the air fresh and the town quiet. To take in some of the best mountain views without hiking, hop on the Gornergrat Railway. Opened in 1898, it was Europe's first fully electric cog railway. It takes you up to over 10,000 feet and offers amazing views of the Matterhorn as you ride. Zermatt is a great place to visit year-round. In winter, it has over 200 miles of ski trails, and in summer, you can go hiking, mountaineering, and even glacier trekking. And if you love skiing, you'll be glad to know that the Théodule Glacier lets you ski year-round. Number 9, Lake Geneva and Montreux. Lake Geneva is one of Europe's largest lakes, spreading across the border between Switzerland and France. One of the best spots on the Swiss side is Montreux, a lakeside town famous for the Montreux Jazz Festival. Every July since 1967, music lovers from all over the world come to hear jazz, blues, rock, and more at this event. A short trip from Montreux will take you to the Lavaux Vineyards, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where terraced vineyards cover the hills above the lake. These vineyards go all the way back to Roman times and cover nearly 2,000 acres. They produce mostly white wines, especially a local grape called Chasselas, which is light and goes perfectly with Swiss cheese. Another must-see in this area is Château de Chillon, a medieval castle built right on the water in the 12th century. It started as a fortress and later became the home of the Counts of Savoy. This castle even inspired a famous poem, The Prisoner of Chillon, by Lord Byron. Number 8, Lucerne. This city sits on the edge of Lake Lucerne and is surrounded by mountains. One of its most famous sites is the Chapel Bridge, a wooden bridge built in the 14th century that was once part of the town's defenses. Today, the bridge has paintings that show parts of Swiss history. After a fire in 1993, it was carefully rebuilt, keeping as much of the original as possible. Another must-see here is the Lion Monument, a large rock carving that honors Swiss soldiers who died during the French Revolution. Number 7, Interlaken, known as Switzerland's adventure capital. Interlaken sits between Lake Thun and Lake Brienz and offers all kinds of outdoor activities. You can try water sports or go paragliding, but if you want something more extreme, there's skydiving, bungee jumping, and canyoning. One of Interlaken's biggest attractions is the Jungfraujoch, known as the top of Europe because it has one of the highest train stations on the continent, sitting at over 11,000 feet. Getting there is part of the fun. You'll take a train that travels through tunnels inside the Eiger and Monch Mountains. Once you're at the top, there's an ice palace with beautiful ice sculptures. Nearby, the Lauterbrunnen Valley is famous for its 72 waterfalls, including Staubuck Falls, which drops almost 1,000 feet and is one of Europe's tallest free-falling waterfalls. Interlaken is also known for its stunning scenery and historic hotels, like the 150-year-old Victoria Jungfrau Grand Hotel, which has hosted everyone from royals to celebrities. Number 6, Bern. This is the capital of Switzerland and has a beautifully preserved medieval old town that's recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city is built on a loop of the Aare River, and its street layout has stayed mostly the same since the 12th century. One of its most famous landmarks is the Zittglogg Clock Tower, a 13th century tower with an astronomical clock that puts on a little show every hour. The Bear Park is another unique attraction honoring the city's name. Bern means bear in German. Live bears roam here, and visitors can watch them from a safe distance. The city is also home to the Einstein Museum, since Albert Einstein lived in Bern while developing his theory of relativity. Number 5, Zurich. Zurich may be Switzerland's largest city and financial center, but it offers so much more than just business and banking. Bahnhofstrasse, one of the world's most famous shopping streets, stretches for about a mile and is packed with luxury boutiques, Swiss watch shops, and chocolate stores. Zurich also has over 50 museums and more than 100 art galleries, with highlights like the Kunsthaus Zurich, which has works by European masters like Rembrandt and Monet. The Old Town, or Altstadt, is full of medieval streets and historic buildings, giving you a taste of Zurich's rich history. In the summer, Lake Zurich is a popular spot for swimming, boating, and picnicking along the shore. Number 4, the Jungfrau region. If you want to experience the Swiss Alps at their finest, you have to head over to the Jungfrau region. Here, the Eiger, Monch, and Jungfrau mountains dominate the skyline, and they're popular with climbers and hikers. The Jungfrau Railway, completed in 1912, was a huge engineering achievement and takes visitors up to the Aletsch Glacier, the longest glacier in Europe, stretching over 14 miles. One of the most famous hikes here is the Eiger Trail, which follows the north face of the Eiger. This region also has cute alpine villages like Grindelwald and Wengen, which are car-free and full of traditional chalets. With plenty of cable cars and trails, you can easily explore this beautiful area and take your time doing so. Number 3, St. Moritz. St. Moritz is a high-end ski resort town that's known worldwide for its luxury and style. This town has hosted the Winter Olympics twice and offers some of the best skiing and snowboarding in Switzerland, with over 200 miles of slopes. But St. Moritz isn't just a winter destination. In summer, you can go hiking and mountain biking along trails with epic views. The town is also famous for unique winter events like the Snow Polo World Cup and the White Turf Horse Race, both held on the frozen Lake St. Moritz. The Bernina Express, a scenic railway, connects St. Moritz to Tirano, Italy, and offers one of the most beautiful train rides through the Alps, crossing the famous Landwasser Viaduct along the way. Number 2, Lavaux Vineyards. The Lavaux Vineyards, which stretch along Lake Geneva, are one of Switzerland's best wine regions. These terraced vineyards have been around since Roman times and are protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Covering about 2,000 acres, the vineyards produce mostly white wines, especially the Chasselas grape, which pairs well with Swiss cheese and seafood. There are walking trails through the vineyards that let you explore the terraces on foot, with gorgeous views over Lake Geneva and the Alps. Lavaux's wine tradition is unique in Switzerland, with small, family-owned wineries making up most of the area. It's a perfect spot for wine lovers looking to sample Swiss wines while enjoying some of the country's most beautiful scenery. Number 1, Ticino. This is Switzerland's Italian-speaking region, and it has a very Mediterranean feel. Lugano, the largest city in Ticino, sits on Lake Lugano and has a sunny, relaxed atmosphere with palm trees, Italian-style food, and beautiful lakeside views. The town's lakefront promenade and the cable car up Monte Bre make it a gorgeous place to explore. Another top spot in Ticino is Bellinzona, the region's capital, which is known for its 3 medieval castles. These castles were built in the 13th century to protect the area from invaders, and are now UNESCO World Heritage Sites with museums and exhibits. Ticino's food is also a mix of Italian and Swiss flavors, with dishes like polenta, risotto, and fresh lakefish. Are there any other places that you would add to this list? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful or interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel videos like this.